welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for tonight's video, I'm gonna tell you how I apply here in Interact as an ALT in Japan. Okay, by the way, I'm from Philippines, and Chesham Recruitment Agency helped me to get here to Japan. It started with a YouTube channel. One of my friends on Facebook tagged me and then sent the link. So I visited the website, I visited the YouTube video live, and then she mentioned about the Chesham Recruitment Agency. So this is the agency, legit agency that helps Filipinos to get here. I got interested, and then I created an account in workabroad.com.ph, and then I uploaded my resume, and then I sent my resume to Chesham email, and then after a day or two I got a reply, and then they're telling me, or they were inviting me to a seminar orientation. So without second thoughts, I get there, and then I listened to the director. Well, by the way, the director of Chesham is really cool, and he's going to tell you the important details of being an ALT in Japan and what are the proper expectations that you should know as an ALT or as a future ALT. So from there, you have to listen carefully. You have while the director is discussing about Japan, your role as an ALT. Well, then you have to think, or you have to decide whether you're going to continue your application or you're just go home because you don't want what he is telling you. Because in orientation, he's gonna mention about the salary, hours of work, okay, and then of course the proper expectation of Japanese among ALTs, so those kind of stuff. Now, if you decided to not continue the application, when you can go home, but if you want to pursue Japan, well, you have to stay there and undergo assessments. Like, there are two assessments. First is written test, and it is divided into two parts. First one is you have to write a short essay. So there are two questions, and the questions would be, if you would be given a chance to be a superhero, who would that be and why? So you have to construct like 3 to 5 sentences. So make sure that your idea is organized and then no grammatical error. And then the other one is you have to answer like 20 to 30 items, and it's all about subject verb agreement, super basic English grammar, and also spelling and tenses. So super easy, as in, if you pass the written exam, then you're gonna go straight to accent test. So there you're going to read not a sentence, a paragraph. So we're going to read a paragraph in front of the director, and then he's going to assess your accent and then your pronunciation. So make sure that you have this confidence in you to speak English. So that's the spirit, that's the key. And then let's say that you also pass the accent test. The next thing that you're gonna experience is, after that day, a bunch of emails will be sent to you, and that email is or that email will help you to process some of your documents if you're still gonna continue the application. It's so all about handouts. So they're not going to tell you personally what to do, but they're going to send you the handouts, and then all you have to do is to follow all the directions there. Make sure that you're going to read thoroughly and understand each handout, okay? Because if not, there will be questions, no, while processing your documents, and make sure that you don't bother to ask them right away if that question pops into your mind, okay? Because I guarantee all your questions will be answered by that handout, okay? Just read it carefully and understand each instruction before you email or text Chesham, because they couldn't really afford to accommodate all your questions, especially when the answer is already there in the handout, okay? So take note of that. And then phase 2 is they're going to give you like 1 week or 1 month to prepare for your video demonstration teaching. So they have to film you for like 6 minutes, and that video will be sent to Interact, and of course they will assess your video, and then the region will decide whether you're going to be in the north or at the south. So you're going to be in what region, okay? So make sure that you're going to nail your video demonstration, because that's one of the most significant phases, of this process, okay? And then in that video, within that 6 minutes, there are 4 tasks. First task is you're going to introduce yourself with 1 or 2 sentences, Japanese self-introduction. So you have to introduce yourself using the Japanese language for like 1 to 2 sentences, like Ohayo gozaimasu, watashi no namae wa Andrea Alora desu, yoroshiku onegai shimasu, yung mga ganyan. So something like that. And then after that, you can transition from Japanese to English. So my name is Andrea. I'm 25 years old, and my hobbies are, and I like teaching because, so those kind of stuff. So that's the task 1. For 1 minute, you have to introduce yourself. So task 2. In task 2, you're just gonna repeat what you did in the accent test. All you have to do is to read the script with confidence, as if you are a news reporter. So with poise, with proper pronunciation, proper diction. So if you do that, well, you're all good. And then third task, this time you're gonna show them how you present the energizer part in the lesson plan. It's like, how are you going to motivate the students to listen to you? So what I did in my video is I sing a song, and the song is 7 days of the week. And then before I started my lesson, or I started my class, what I did is I asked the students. Of course, you're going to pretend as if there are lots of students in front of you. So I asked my students, how are they doing, or what's the weather today, so something like that. And then you're gonna go straight to your motivation part. And then the 4th and final task is you're gonna show them your teaching skills and how you explain a lesson. Well, by the way, don't need to worry about the lesson plan, because Interact provides 2 lesson plans. We have the shopping lesson plan, and the other one is the direction lesson plan. So I picked the direction lesson plan because I think that is easier than the other one. So for 6 minutes, you're gonna do all those tasks. And if you nail it, you're gonna go straight to the interview. So the interview will take like 1 to 2 hours, but in my case, it's 2 hours. But most of the time, some of the ALTs that I have interviewed, they were interviewed like 1 hour only. So in the interview part, you have to be yourself. You have to have a good personality. You have to show the director that you are willing to take the responsibility as an ALT. You have to be optimistic, and the questions, some of the questions, the answer can be found in the handout. So you have to really carefully read the handout. So say, for example, what are the roles of an ALT? So the answer to that question can be found in that handout. And then, of course, he is going to ask you some personal stuff, like what do you think are the possible challenges that you will encounter when you're already in Japan, and how are you going to cope with it? So that kind of question. And what do you think are your strengths as an English teacher, and why do you like or why do you love English? So how do you picture your class? So make sure that you're going to describe it the way you premiere it inside your mind. So yeah, you have to nail the interview too. And then if you pass phase 3, which is the interview and then the video demonstration, well, you can relax for a bit. Okay, you can relax for a bit because that's 100% sure that you'll get to Japan. Okay, as long as you will work on with your requirements. Because the fourth phase is you're going to complete all your requirements, like your medical examination, your some documents from your university, high school, elementary, and then your medium of instruction, TOR, so all those stuff. And you have to go to DFA to authenticate your papers, and also DepEd or CHED. So you have to go to those agencies, or no, not agencies, government agencies. This is the fifth phase. Okay, here in this phase, this is the waiting moment, wherein you have to be really patient. I mean, you have to work on your patience because you might get some news from other ALTs that they were able to get their placement, but yours is not yet there. So you have to wait for just a while, because it may take 1 or 2 months before they release your placement. Okay, just trust the process. And then once you get your placement, of course, you have to work on your, oh, by the way, I almost forget to mention about the the Philippine driver's license. You have to acquire Philippine driver's license because the agency is requiring you to have one, because they don't even know if you're going to be placed or if you're going to be put to a driving position or not. So either way, you have to get your driver's license so that in the future you can get an international driver's permit. Okay, now phase 5 is done. You're done with the waiting process. Now your departure time. Okay, don't be like me, because the moment I knew that I passed all the phases, or I passed the interview and then the video demonstration, I said to myself that, okay, I'm just going to spend my time with my family 2 weeks before my departure to Japan. Well, piece of advice, the moment you knew that you already got the job, please spend the next day of your life together with your family until your departure or the day of your departure comes. Because you never know what's going to be like the next day. Just like in my experience, based on my own experience, I wasn't able to have quality time with my whole family because of coronavirus disease. So malls are closed, parks are closed. So how am I supposed to spend time with them if there is a community quarantine? So I really wasn't able to spend time, like quality time with them. So I'm so disappointed at myself. But we have to take the positive side of it, okay? So the positive side is that I learned from my mistakes. So yes, that is my piece of advice, okay? The moment you already know that you got the job, please, the next day, go with your family, go to your family, I mean, spend time with them, okay? And spend time with your friends, tell them how much you love them, because you're gonna be away for like 1 year, right? So might as well do that. Now, well, those are the things that you're gonna encounter most likely if you will apply in Interact through Chasham Recruitment. Is it worth it? Oh, that's the question. Is it worth it to, tie up with Chasham Recruitment? Well, it's, again, disclaimer, this is just based on my own experience. Well, for me, yes, it's all worth it, because it's easier rather than you yourself going to process all of it, going to Japan Embassy, and then, submit your papers there. So yes, it's all worth it. Another question, is there a placement fee? Yes, there is a placement fee. The placement fee is equivalent to your 1 month salary here in Interact. So how much is that? Okay, I'm just going to comment. I'm just going to type it in the description box if how much is the placement fee. And then another question, is it really required to have a pocket money with you? Yes, it's really required because the first 2 months here in Japan, there's no salary. Okay, so you have to bring your pocket money here. And another question. Is it really necessary to have driver's license? Yes, that's one of the requirements. All right. Another question. Can I apply even if I'm not a teacher? Yes, you can apply as long as even if you don't have your PRC ID with you, you don't have your teaching license. It's fine as long as your current job is related to teaching English, like online teaching. So it's fine. Okay. Can I apply even if I'm already 30 or 35 years old? Yes, you can apply from ages 21 to 59, I think. So yes. What else? How much all in all did you bring out just to get there to Japan? Well, this is just based on my own experience. I think I spent almost 250,000 pesos for the whole application process. So yes, that's it. I hope you like my video, guys, and if you do, please click thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more video updates. Thank you so much. I hope you find this video informative. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great night. Oh, by the way, I'm currently here in Toyoko, in hotel in Sendai, because I was assigned in Sendai branch, specifically in Yamagata, Nakayama Yamagata. So we're just waiting for the training, because we got here earlier than the expected date. Supposedly, we should be here like March 27, but because of coronavirus, we were able to get here earlier than 27, so we got here March 22nd. So we're just, here inside the hotel and waiting for the 27th of March. So that's it for tonight. And have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for supporting my vlog. See ya. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Just comment your questions down below. Thank you.